something for you when you have a moment.
Hi. Please disregard.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
You're human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the Dr. da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
We've got strict
he gathered
rules
the
around
best
here.
and
They're
brightest he could
strict for a
find,
reason.
built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
With technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable? Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try.
Just stay out of trouble. Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Sure is nice to know there are other people.
Any other systems, right?
I'll get right on it.
Now that we know what's out there,
Know when you're ready to launch.
I hope you're having a good day.
We're impaired.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Sure, Sweet Pea. Yo, man can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
I don't know. Who?
Everybody!
I have things for you.
Welcome back, Mr. Tofik. I am aware of this. Any visit our resort.
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
When you have a moment.
Have a great day.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural.
If it's not
beauty of
important,
this
bring it
planet,
up with Keith.
not our amenities.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Ah, we're being direct then. Good on you. So, what... Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here. Temporarily. But it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with the grav drives. We could even lend our engineers to help and give...
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving... Imagine the landscaping disasters they may come up with, and how that might... No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if... Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for us. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to... Right. Assuming they agree to the terms, I've got a list of resources you'll need to gather and bring back so we can support the new arrivals. We'll need to improve our lodging and infrastructure, plus... Don't care how you procure them, just make sure to bring them here with you.
Oh, how can we treat these people this way? They survived in space this long, only to end up as indentured servants. Oh, it's terrible.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are...
Interested in?
It's my pleasure to make sure our guests...
No major incidents in a while.
Paradiso. Security's on. Here for your...
So, where to next? Up something you might be interested in.
Captain, it is pleasant
Here,
to see you.
I have some. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary...
The Constant is a peaceful ship. We've got strict rules around here.
Now that we know what's out there.
Now that we didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad. What's the good word? That doesn't sound so bad. My crew will need to get used to working for a living anyway. This seems... Is that all? If we had more to spare, we'd assist you with that. I promise you that we appreciate your efforts and we'll find some way to repay your kindness. Thank you. Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. Until next time.
Seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
And to think all this time... It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Wow. There's so much more to learn about them.
Sure is nice to know there are other people.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Suppose I have time for a nap before we leave?
Have any new books for me?
Undocking complete, Captain.
careful down near the mines and enter any active way.
Okay. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our director of mining, Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment. And unfortunately, I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the... Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that. We'll talk.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
You've got to have a sense of humor, or else work and everything else.
Welcome to Sidonia. Stay out of my way.
Do you ever get songs?
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? Huh. If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? I don't know. You know what? I like you. Maybe we can work something out. I'd like to think so. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Okay. I guess it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. Anyway, thanks. You can have my old
Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun.
Captain on deck.
Time to greet the stars.
We're locking into orbit now.
Marco, that room of yours better be...
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
Listen, we're getting around to it, Tony. Understand?
Fine, okay.
Captain, greetings.
An abandoned meat-packing facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here. Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet. Searching them, make it quick.
What do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand...
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. Good. Once I see the connection reset, take care of yourself, and make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample. Communication restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello? Wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5. Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Additional power input required. Power levels insufficient. Proceed to next power breaker.
I'm not sure what makes its home here, but we should keep our weapons at the ready.
depths of the colony. Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait.
You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph! Oh, yeah. Taken care of. No big deal.
You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to... Older model. Okay, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics. Nothing. Maybe a flag scan. Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs? They're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder, or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. There is. There has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sinan is worried there could be... Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full work. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some... And... here. It's not a lot, but... Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to...
Ugh, recycled air. Just... It isn't the same as the real thing.
Prepare for liftoff.
Orbital pattern locked in.
Starship or pets and starships don't always mix so well.
Aww,
Scan
come
complete.
on,
Go ahead and
please.
land.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission?
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as... co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate, I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment. Perhaps it's bad.
Assignments they could have given me. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss. And Kelton, see you around. Changed your mind, did you? Wait, really? Wow.
I'll follow your lead, but I wish handling our tree issue didn't involve using illegal methods to get the job done.
I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. There is, and I already explained Advancing my career is the right thing to do, so that's what I'm focused on. I just want to make a name for myself, you know? I'm sure you can understand. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first... Fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
I hope you have... That he is. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly... And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask, when you pulled it from the rock, held it... No, I don't think you understand. How did you feel? That's an interesting reaction. But when dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right. True. The artifacts are so different, so alien. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply, and... Frustrating? No. It would be... Oh, well... I knew I picked the right person. Look, I wanted to thank you, and I also wanted to say...
Anything I can help?
with?
To move on.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool, but I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet.